From the summit in Houston, Texas, along with Rick Barry and Steve Jones, this is Bob Neal to the 1989 Slam Dunk Championship. Competitors are warming up. Clyde Drexler, Ron Harper, Shelton Jones, Jerome Kersey, Chris Morris, Kenny Walker, Spud Webb, Tim Perry, and we'll find out who will replace Michael Jordan as the champion. And here's a former champion, 5'7", Spud Webb from Atlanta. The best of the day in my view.
Well,
so far.
That's a little man.
Because of his size, he gets so high off the ground, it just looks so spectacular because it's like he's going up forever.
And here is Kenny Skywalker out of the University of Kentucky and now with the New York Knicks. He is a real power dunker. The top four as we go into the Walker dunk are Spud, Drexler, Kersey, and Perry. And that's power.
That is power, you know, and a lot of times fans cannot appreciate the power and authority. And again, he would have needed a little bit more exaggeration to bring the oohs and ahs as the fans put up 8s and 10s.
A 42.5 for Kenny Walker. And Spud Webb. A 360 for Spud Webb. And so far, the two best dunks of the day have come from the little man from Atlanta.
The little man is back.
That'll move Webb into first place ahead of Drexler. It's Webb, Drexler, Jones, Perry right now as we go into the Kenny Walker second dunk of the day.
Now there's the flare. Now that was power and flare. Again, here's a guy, he got his legs kicking out, the 360. Now had he not kicked the legs out and done a little bit of that flare, he would not have gotten this same reaction. We'll watch it again. Runs in very strong. Now he's up to 360. The kick out of the legs, the little fly, and the throw. That's an outstanding dunk. Look at the legs kicking. He gets a 48.8, a highest dunk of the day.
Now that was it. I mean, he really had some authority, and the thing that makes that tough is the 360 and the pump going away, and he drove it home and shows you the power that he has.
He lived up to his name that time, didn't he?
And that means it's Webb, Drexler, Walker, and Jones will be back for round two right after this.
Well, you know, this puts the pressure on the hometown guy, Clyde Drexler. He's got to come out of the box with something sensational and put some heat on the rest of the competitors.
Drexler, remember, this is not cumulative. That was nice.
What makes this look good, I think, Steve, is the fact that he goes the opposite way. He's going to spin with his right shoulder going back towards the inside. That's not the normal strength way to go when you're a right-hander, and it puts a tough angle on, but he takes it off very strong.
Clyde Drexler with a 47.3. The judges, in case you dialed in late, are Nate Archibald, Julius Erving, Bobby Jones, Earl Monroe, and football player Warren Moon. Kenny Walker.
See, again, Kenny with the legs flying, the little pump, the power going through there. That is so critical because it brings the oohs and ahs from the crowd, which I think has a psychological effect on those judges when they write those numbers down. We'll watch him come in again as he comes in from the right side. The good jumping ability, of course, that Kenny Walker has. There he goes up. Now there's the big pump back down the leg spread eagle and throws it back through.
46.9. That moves him into second place behind Drexler in this first dunk of the semifinal round. Clyde Drexler with the windmill.
This is like driving a nail. He just takes the hammer and chops it on top.
Drexler second, 47.7.
Well, that should get him into the finals.
I think Kenny Walker realizes that he's got to go ahead and do some more flare stuff because the crowd's reacted to it in his last two dunks. He's come through with them. And if he comes up with it here, he's got a good shot at going into the finals.
Walker needs a 48.1 for first place. Oh, brother.
That brought up the guys. Look at the sideline over there. All the players, the other players, all up giving them high fives. That brought them to their feet.
And the fans as well. And Kenny Skywalker living up to his nickname. And it's going to be an... Could we have our first 50?
But he has had the highest scores tonight, and it's the power and the drama. Look at the pirouette and then cock and throw.
And almost 49.5 for Skywalker.
Well, that's a beautiful. Look at the pirouette. The arm is out. He's cocked back. I mean, that is a spectacular dunk, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody that's watching. Here's his reaction, given the little Mark Jackson finger action. Well, I guarantee it. Here they come over to Mark Jackson congratulating him. What a dunk. That, I guarantee it. If there was ever a 50, that was a 50.
Walker, spectacular move, bumps Spud Webb. He will not advance. It is Clyde Drexler and Kenny Walker. Sky Walker will go first.
You see Walker, Steve, over there talking with Dominique, who was giving him some pointers as to what he should come up with. Patrick Ewing talked to him. Everybody seemed to be giving him, do the double clutches, give some pump fakes. He's got more information than he ever wants.
Well, he's got his own catalog, and he's got the momentum going after a slow start. He is built. Let's see what he comes up with this time.
Kenny Walker, two-hand 360, and his teammate Patrick Ewing jumped to his feet on the sideline.
Again, he's got those legs flying out there. Look, there's the spin move, brings it down, now up the legs spinning, twirling, and throws it through with authority. A very impressive debut for Kenny Walker here in the slam dunk.
A 48.9 on the first dunk. Sellout crowd at the Summit in Houston. Clyde Drexler versus Kenny Walker for the 1989 Slam Dunk Championship. Well, I'll tell you this, he certainly should get some points for the ball bouncing off the rim higher than any I've seen. Of course, he'll replace that dunk. Kenny Walker had a 48.9 on his first dunk. Walker out of nowhere to really enthrall this crowd today. Here's Drexler.
Well, he's going to run now. And he lost the ball, and that was the key. He wasn't able to hang on to the ball either time. Well, we know one thing. The judges won't have to decide, because Kenny Walker put all of the heat on. He built the momentum from that first dunk to this round. He's in a great position right here. The only thing going to hurt him is if he misses.
Oh, my. It's going to be hard to beat Kenny Walker. He can taste the money and the trophy already.
You know, fellas, I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny was dedicating this competition to his dad, who just passed away. I mean, that would probably be the type of thing that he would do. He's that type of an individual, and he's certainly responded here. We'll watch him again as he comes through. He's going to give it the cup. He'll get the momentum going. The drive as he plants the two, and the big 360, pulls it out, gives it the whirling dervish move with the legs flying, the arms going. Another look at it coming in. Watch the plant. There's the cup. Look at how he's just flying. Everything's going way out. The little spin, the pirouette, the legs up in the air. Now the big windmill, throw through with power, and the legs still flying as Patrick Ewing gives him the big cheer for a great dunk on the part of Kenny Walker,
who got a 49.6. Kenny Walker has locked this up, but now let's see if he puts on an exhibition for his late father and for the crowd in Houston, Texas. Kenny Walker. Oh, yes.
Well, that's impressive.
Well, you see Kenny Walker, who is our winner, the only one to start in the corner today and to come up from the underneath side of the basket, look at the head, get it out of the way, and then he drives it home. And the thing that's been so impressive about Walker, the hands, the leg, the showmanship that we talked about, the total package plus the power, he drives it home, and there's no question who is the top dog here at the Summit.
And Kenny Walker wins the championship to join the likes of Nance, Wilkins, Webb, and Jordan.
You didn't have a lot of time to prepare. You were not one of the 8 original entries in the slam dunk contest. When did you find out you're going to be in it, and did you have time to prepare?
Well, I didn't find out until Monday, and when I found out and made plans to come out here, I certainly had heard Wednesday before the Atlanta Hawks game that my father had died, so I wasn't for sure if I would still be here. And I talked to my mother, and she said, you know, what I wanted to do, you know, whatever you with. So I just came on out and trying to get my mind on things, and hey, it feels great, and I did it for him.
Congratulations, Kenny Walker, the new slam dunk champion.